The Indian National Manufacturing Policy (NMP), announced in 2011, was a foundational policy initiative that set the stage for subsequent government programs like Make in India. Intuitively, the NMP was born out of a realization that India had skipped a crucial step in economic development. It jumped from an agrarian, farm-based economy largely to a service, IT, banking, etc. economy without developing a robust manufacturing base like East Asian powerhouses, Japan, South Korea, China. Here is a detailed, intuitive discussion of the NMP. The core intuition: why a manufacturing push? The policy is fundamentally driven by two simple, powerful needs. 1. Massive job creation. The service sector, like IT, is highly skilled and capital intensive, but it doesn't create jobs for the vast, less skilled workforce migrating from agriculture. Manufacturing, on the other hand, is the single largest sector capable of absorbing millions of such workers and providing them with a steady livelihood, lifting families out of poverty. 2. Stable, balanced growth. Relying too heavily on services makes the economy vulnerable to global changes, like a recession in the US or Europe. A strong manufacturing base provides a steady, tangible engine of growth, making the overall economy more resilient. Key goals: what we want to achieve. Increase GDP share. To raise manufacturing share in the national GDP from roughly 16% to 25% within a decade by 2022. Intuition: we want manufacturing to be a quarter of our economy, not just a small slice. Job engine: to create 100 million additional jobs in the manufacturing sector. Intuition: a new factory that employs 1,000 people can lift 1,000 families. We need millions of such jobs. Global competitiveness: to make Indian-made goods better, cheaper and faster, so they can compete with the world's best. Intuition: we want Made in India to be a stamp of quality, not just low cost. Sustainable growth: to promote green manufacturing, using less energy, less water, and polluting less. Intuition: growth should not come at the cost of our environment. The core instrument: National Investment and Manufacturing Zones, NIMZs. The most distinctive feature of the NMP is the concept of National Investment and Manufacturing Zones, NIMZs. Component: intuitive explanation. The problem: setting up a factory in India is often a nightmare. Buying land is difficult, getting permits takes years, power is unreliable, and roads are poor. The NIMZ solution: the NIMZ is designed to be a ready-to-use world-class industrial town. How it works: the government identifies a large chunk of land, like a blank canvas, and develops it completely. Perfect roads, reliable electricity, water supply, sewage treatment, housing for workers, and even schools and hospitals. The benefit: for an industrialist, it's like a one-stop shop. They just buy the plot and start building the factory, bypassing all the headaches of land acquisition and external infrastructure. This drastically cuts down the time and cost of setting up a business. How the policy tries to fix the business environment. The NMP wasn't just about building zones, it was also about fixing the systemic issues that frustrated manufacturers. 1. Simplifying regulations, ease of doing business. Intuition: the policy aimed to slash the red tape, the complex bureaucratic rules and permits that make life difficult. It proposed simplification of labor laws, making it easier to hire and, importantly, to close down an unviable unit. And deemed clearances: if the government doesn't give a decision on a permit within a fixed time, it is automatically approved. 2. Supporting small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Intuition: SMEs are the backbone of manufacturing, but they struggled to get money and technology. The NMP proposed easier access to credit/finance, support for technology upgrades, and incentives for adopting energy-efficient and green technologies. 3. Skills development. Intuition. A great factory needs great mechanics, welders, and technicians. The NMP focused on creating the right skill sets among the youth and urban poor, bridging the gap between education and industry needs. 4. Technology and R&D. Intuition. To be globally competitive, we can't just copy old products, we need to innovate. The policy proposed setting up a technology acquisition and development fund to help Indian companies either acquire the best global technologies or develop their own cutting-edge ones. In essence, the national manufacturing policy was India's concerted effort to switch gears from a primarily service-led growth model to a dual-engine model where manufacturing creates the jobs and services drive the value, leading to more inclusive and sustainable economic growth.